Hello, strangelings. Back for another Monday reading. And today it's kind of a busy schedule. I have about 10 minutes to do this. So let's see if I get this done before I check my bread again. I say my bread, it's actually Morgath's bread. Morgath is the chef and cook in the family. He's the one who knows how to do that kind of thing. Not so much. I never really took to cooking very well. And then in middle school I had a teacher who was not happy with me, so she made my life in the cooking portion of home ec miserable, and now my dyslexia treats recipes like a foreign language. Also, you guys are hearing that back there, that's my neighbor and their lawn care services. Please do not ask my opinion about my neighbors doing lawn care services in the middle of December when, you know, I just had something weird happen over here. I have a feeling somebody actually did break in. Oh, nope. I can hear the scratching now. Oh, let me take my mug out of here. Sorry, guys. Gotta have enough space for all the cards. She's trying really hard. I might have to go get a broken down door before I can do this reading. If you're wondering why I'm not doing it yet, it's because I want to make sure that I don't have to stop in the middle of it, because I want to read them all out at once. I don't like to do the whole, I have to come back to this. That's not my gig, man. It's not my gig. Okay, so let's do one. I'm looking to see my alignment here. 2, 3, 4, 5. I know last time I put them on face down, and 7. Today we're doing face up. Just the way it goes today. Interesting. This is for somebody who feels like they are meant to be a soldier. Meant to be a servant of some kind. It is very apparent to me this is for someone who feels like their life is meant to be in servitude. And I mean, I might not be one of those, but trust me, I know that those people are out there. And they have a legitimate claim too, so, you know. This is someone who has gone through hardship, has attempted to make a better life for the ones they love, as well as themselves, from what I'm getting from this card. They chose to follow someone they believed was... They chose to believe someone they thought was the truth, the knowledge, the person who holds the truth and knowledge. Whether it's a religious or a political leader, I don't know. It's somebody they viewed as... The feeling I'm getting, as I want to say, the ordained by God to lead feeling that the person had from this person that they brought their loved ones into the life with, because they were hoping to make things better for them. It only ended up worse. It became a situation where they felt like they were being asked to make a sacrifice from something they love, something or someone they love. And their situation also at the same time did not get better. So they changed their fealties, their loyalties to someone they viewed as a kingly man, a master of men. Not because he was putting himself or somebody else was putting him in that position, but because he embodied a master of men. And that made things worse. Much, much worse. This put him to the point where he or she, to the point where they felt like they were the sacrifice. Like they had become the sacrifice. And that they were no longer, not physically, but emotionally safe in this world. I should say this is likely to be that you change loyalties, that the person I'm reading for has decided they are going to change loyalties. Sorry, I have not read cards for a very long time, other than what I've done on this channel. And when I did the reboot, I had been working this channel for about 2 or 3 months at the time. So it had been a while since I read cards before that. Just over a decade since I had read cards after that, or before that. So don't mind me. My placements, this is where you feel you're at. You feel like you're having to sacrifice out of your pool of love and happiness, your joy. You're feeling like you have to sacrifice. You've made the decision, possibly, to change your loyalties. This is not going to be a good decision to change your loyalties. Keeping your loyalties here is not a good decision either. But changing your loyalties is not on top of it. It's just going to make things worse. It's going to make you the sacrifice. Instead of changing your loyalties, what you need to be doing is cultivating. Don't worry about what's going on with him, her, whoever. And if you can get away from this person, don't jump to this person. This person is not going to be good either. This person's going to be worse than this person. And to be honest with you, more times than not, I personally find people who say they're going to save you from this other situation tend to be a worse situation to go to. They tend to be the situation you don't necessarily want to be in, because as much as they say they will do this, that, or the other better for you, you should always be mindful of the, I'm not going to say this to be judgy, but abuses and toxins from this person that you have noted to this person that they're not addressing. Because the ones that they're not addressing, they may be much worse on. Anything that they say, oh, I'd do that better for you, they probably will, but then you also have to look to see what they're not saying they'd do better for you. And see how important those things are to you. Now, just as a matter of advice, unsolicited advice, if you can manage a way to stand on the swords instead of in the swords, you can use either one of these as a tool to get to the pure position of being able to stand back on your own lands, whether that's figurative or literal, your own lands, and cultivate your own riches. Now, this is a card that has always been kind of interesting for me. You see, Bohemians see pinnacles as material fortunes, whether that be, you know, money or goods, but it's seen as material for the Bohemian Gypsies. But this particular card is more taking the material goods you have and turning them into also resource goods as well. And in the real world, I know most people see money as the head resource, but money is not actually a resource at all. Money is only a resource if the other person chooses to accept it as a payment. Currency is never actually guaranteed. However, falling back and cultivating for yourself, imagine that you'd be cultivating for your loved ones and the things you love, your joys and such as well, but if you're cultivating for yourself, this as if to reinforce, will become resource wealth. Whether that's resource wealth as in you'll be able to grow your own food and hunt for yourself. Whether that resource wealth is you grow a tribe and find love and acceptance finally. It doesn't matter what resource it is. It's an important resource for your health and safety. It is what cups tends to mean. And this is something that it's not something, I said you could use these two as tools. However, this is something that the cards believe you will be doing as self-made instead. So, quick sum up. This is a person who has endeavored to even journey, if necessary, to ensure that their loved ones and themselves are able to be taken care of because you have been living in hardship. You have aligned yourself with a Hierophant, someone who seems to have the mystique, as the Bohemians believe, seems to have the mystique of someone who knows many, many, many secrets to the universe. Whoever he is, he believes he holds the keys because he centers himself with those imageries and idolatries. However, you've come to a point where you realize that all of his talk, all of his action that he actually demands from you ends up to sacrificing something of your joy, something of your love. And in this you are considering realigning with another who seems as, if not more powerful to you, in everything that gives you hope that he or she is up there, whether that's to you divine or famous. However, this person's only going to make things even worse, possibly even getting to the point where they're sacrificing you, or at least it feels and seems in your heart and mind that you are being sacrificed in a way, if not physically, emotionally, and mentally. Possibly this person drains you even more. The cards give the advice that the best action would be for you to fall back onto your own private lands, onto your own private properties, however that looks to you. Start cultivating for yourself and your loved ones. Start making those connections with your loved ones and making sure that you strengthen and or reaffirm the connections you have. This will bring to you, in my head just resounded becoming the Prince of Happiness, Prince of abundance, whether you're male or female does not matter. Prince and princess are the same word. They just had to have a way to say, oh, this one's a girl. That's all. So this is a warning not to get back into the same situation you're in with someone else, because that's just going to do worse. And an advice to fall back to your lands and your peoples. Remember that your resources are there. Not only are your resources there, but that's where you're most loved, you're most accepted. And being loved and accepted is one of the biggest resources in the world, and one of the most useful, helpful, and health-bringing resources that you can ever afford yourself. So yeah, this is wonderful. And I hope this person, I hope you have a big tribe to fall back into, like a nice feather bed with so many pillows. All right, guys. Remember, I love you. Take care of each other. And I'll see you in the next video.